It's Tuesday morning. Here's a little bit of what I saw around the Lamma show last night. This is the new 44.9, so 4.4 tonne to 9 metres, 170 horsepower with rear linkage and PTO. So it'd be great for like wood chipping and stuff because it goes to 9 metres. But I think it'd be more useful if it had air brakes and did 50k, which to be fair they can sort of do. But I don't know whether you need linkage, just something with 170 horsepower. You want to be towing trailers with it, I would think. Huge bucket on it as well. Bit of a monster. Just found the Corvus stand, so just had a big chat to them. This is a petrol one, but it's going to come in diesel, which is a bit smaller than ours. This is exactly the same as mine. I've got a new metal hinge now, so we're going to send them for mine so that it stops the door opening too wide, because obviously this can go right round. We've put a strap on ours, but they've made a metal hinge. Apparently I didn't realise, but they do a hydraulic tipper on them as well. And then this is the electric one, so it's exactly the same chassis, but it's got cool alloy wheels and it's all electric. The only thing is at the moment it only does 25k, but it's to give it a 100-kilometre range, which is obviously massive. But this is the only one in existence at the moment. February I think they're going to be in like full production, and they're going to try and send us one on demo, so we'll have a go of it and see. Doesn't look a lot different. This has obviously got no doors on it, but it can have doors on because it's the same cab. But yeah, check them out on the Corvus stand. It's I think they need a bull bar on that one though. A little bit of a bull bar on. Right, you might recognise this table from what Colin Furs has got, but it's for welding stuff on and jigging stuff up. But you just drop that in any hole, and then if you want to clamp that piece of steel, you drop it down, turn that dial. Look at that, solid. But then if you just release that, is it?
Yeah.
And then you just lift it out and move it to the next one. How good's that? And what are you doing a deal at today, are you? Tomorrow?
Yeah, a good deal.
We'll run it today.
So this table is a System 22, and so that's the price for this one. And then obviously all your kit you see on here is a tool set you can get with it as well.
All right, there we go. So check them out. What stand are you? 8? No.
Yeah.
700.
Yeah.
What's big near here that you can find easy? Just next to the John Deere's.
The name is Esco.
Esco, there we go. Find them on here. So when you weld it, nothing sticks to it. It like rolls off. It's a bit like Teflon.
Aye, so it's called a plasma nitride coating. So it's baked in a sort of giant vat at sort of 4,000 degrees with oxygen, nitrogen, helium, I think, as well.
The electrodes were shot into it. And
makes it a nice black colour as well. It's a bit
so
nicer than regular steel.
It turns it basically into like a non-stick pan, if you like. So the spatter doesn't stick to it. And the same with all the tooling is in the same coating.
So when you're welding on it, you don't end up with it looking like a hedgehog after a few days,
and then,
or pebble dashed.
Yeah, and then that sort of basically prevents the need of grinding it off, and so it stays perfectly flat.
Yeah, because I noticed you've got a scale on here, and I thought that won't last long, but it obviously will, won't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then all the tooling's got the scale on it as well.
Yeah.
So right, yeah.
On the side, like here as well.
Ah.
Yeah. And so yeah.
This is the major equipment stand. The huge black tank on it. And a really wide flail mower shredder. How many metres? 7.4 metres, I think it might be. It's folded up, obviously. This is the Fendt Ideal. Again, super highly polished. I wonder what them red wires are for up there, though. Does look cool. Quite a lot of fence on here. Oh, look, they've even got where they all are. Got the Fendt telehandler with the rise-up cab. Oh, and is this a new 728? No, 724 with a different grille. I never realised they were going to change the grille on the 724s. There we go, 728. So 724 and a 728 now look the same. So 280 horsepower, Veri grip as well. huge wheel weights. Back end just looks the same now, nearly as a... They flat face fittings, they are, aren't they? Oh, those standard ones. Back end now looks more like a 900 somewhere. And then here's the telehandler that we were playing in the summer. Tom Lamb's with the cab that goes up and down. Fire extinguisher fitted. Essential for tractor runs. Yes, this is a 724, so this is what we've got. That just looks different somehow. It's got them other fittings on there as well, flat face. Tractor of the year 2023, it's only just started. How's it already won? That weight block's a bit of a beast, it must be 2.5 ton. Fridge in the corner. It's got a little handle here to grab. Oh, this doesn't have that. But I wonder if this one does. Oh, 724. Yeah, so the 724 actually is going to be completely redesigned. It's not just the bonnet, side panels as well. Just at the baitman stand, and they've obviously all set up ready. So they've got a little thing here to show you the cap stand system, which you'll see when you come to their stand. Can't show you now because there's no one here. The baitmans are all looking pretty damn shiny. Pretty shiny Massies on the Chandler stand. 0% finance, so they're on a Massey telehandler, which I think is a Bobcat underneath. That's a pretty much of a rarity at the moment, 0% finance. The cost of interest rates. Big A-test there. This is the AHDB stand, it's absolutely huge. I think the McHale stand is probably one of the biggest. It's massive. Lots of balers and mowers. We've got a baler on a turntable. It's huge. This is Nord lock, so they do them locking washers that like grip together. We used to use them on the old wood chipper, but they also do wheel nuts, so I presume if your wheel nuts are coming loose you can get one of theirs to go with it. And how it works is there's ramps built within the washers and they go on in pairs, and as they start to slacken they then tighten themselves because that there spins on a ramp and grips against the other one. Some more sprayers. Looks like dark rims is the future on sprayers. This is like a newer version of our spreader. Oh no, it's not. Ours is an X50, that's an X40. But similar thing. That grey power hammer, it's nuts. Strimex stand. Dale drills. It's a narrow coulter tine drill. Oh, it's the Sabre tine. Must be 6 metre maybe. Front hopper. It's got a proper bracket. It's a bit nuts. It's got a cab that lifts up. Must be so you can see in the trailers better now. Trailers are getting bigger. But it looks like a Dalek, because Daleks used to have that like curtain along the bottom. The new Crone Dalek, perhaps? Maybe that's what it's called. More ploughs. Crone stand's pretty big actually. I think Crone stand is probably bigger than McHale. Massive. Big HM trailers hook lift with a hydraulic tailgate, which is pretty cool. But look great in black when they're new, but after a while they soon get dirty. And this looks like it's a detachable body, is it? It's got jack stands on it. Don't really get that. Yeah, it must be a detachable body. I need to get them pins out maybe. Because it's got legs there as well, or is that just for the show? That might just be the show so they can show it tipped up perhaps. Nokian tyres. Did you know? People won't remember Nokia phones, but they made tyres before they made phones. 20 years ago, Nokia were the biggest manufacturer of phones. Then the iPhone come out and just kind of like wiped them out in about 3 years. Same with Ericsson as well. I think they were all from Finland direction, but yeah, they got wiped out by iPhones, who actually just started making little music players. Then they mixed the music player with a screen and a computer and made an iPhone. We've got like a little demo zone. So must be driving these things around tomorrow. These are these heaters that throw out loads of heat that we saw at the Midland Machinery Show. Bit of a beast. They do hot tubs as well, so I think Charlotte's going to get one for a holiday let that's nearly finished. Look at this thing as well, picking stones up. Goes behind a quad. It's like scoops them up. Little petrol engine on it. It's a good idea, isn't it? There's the Bobcat stand. It's not actually a Bobcat on the stand though. There's just telehandlers and mini diggers. Like a little mini Merlot though. Coming soon. Huge grassman stand. Cramp have got quite a big stand. They're just setting up now. Didn't realise they did so much clothing as well actually. Slurry cat stand's pretty big with lots of umbilical cord systems on it. Fleet of John Deere's now cleaning up all the plastic. There's a dump trailer, same as Bill and Joe's. The Richard Weston stand, with a hydraulic sheet there. Same as ours. Ooh, steering axle. It's a beast, isn't it? Richard Weston got a 24-ton ejector trailer. Massive. Here we go, is the Senzo tyre stand. Don't forget, if you're coming tomorrow, call in and ask for a goodie bag. This is the mini Manitou, which I think is a Widerman, same as the Wackanoosan and the others. But also they've brought out this, which is a, I think it was an 8 metre 5-ton machine. It's got 4,500 litre bucket on it, so that'd be like, I don't know, 3 and a bit ton of wheat. Makes that look even smaller. It's quite funny actually, Manitou opposite Merlot. Don't think JCB has got a stand, and obviously Bobcat are now doing telehandlers, but there's only Manitou and Merlot here. Out of them all, baby. Even Agrifac have got black rims now. Looks massive. That must be 48 metre that. It's huge.
Learn from each other once you've got it costed out. And when I say accurate costing, this is the sort of thing I mean. So
Like moths around the light bulb. There's something like really exciting under here, but I haven't got time to see the launch, but I'll get you a picture in a bit. It looks nuts, doesn't it? So it's a pink chipper raising money for breast cancer. Quick dash to the car now, just leaving the show about 11 o'clock. Thanks to everyone that said hello. Don't forget, if you're there tomorrow, go and check out the Ascenza tyre stand opposite Richard Western Trailers. Mention the Real Country File for a free goodie bag, and also if you're on the UTV light stand, mention that you watch my videos, you get a discount. And he's got some calendars for sale as well. Anyway, get in the car, get to Heathrow, fly to Germany.
On today's bumper, I've read the comments and I'm gonna cheat, because you can swap cameras in the edit and it means you haven't got to spin them round. Caitlin Agnew is 23, Tony Savage is 33, Charles Green is 14, Toby Barmer is 12, Benjamin Stanbrook is 13. That's another reason why yesterday's was wonky. Look what I've got to play with for gap here. Sebastian Hartley from South Australia is 9. I thought all of Australia was South Australia. Ashley Bromelo is 41. Louise Cayley is 21. Bobby Twaddle, no age we don't know, but happy birthday anyway. And Butch Clark for yesterday. Look, see, these are in the way. I read the comments telling me I need to sort my camera work out. We've raised so far £22,348. Happy birthday if it is your birthday and you're on there, or even if you're not.